Abusua ene Denis Aboagye no Director of Communications for the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia team ene waba na ene ni sema waka no wa directing straight bullet to season pa to Professor Gyampo of UG. Na abusua prior to election no free 2022 eba nyina no na Professor Gyampo were very active in media space in this way. So any criticize government and see as a more happen yenka MPP once there. Na ujinam no ko shows ni beside said no, are you an NDC member? Papa say no, no we neutral. We neutral. Now uncle they say time has exposed those people are no more claims of we neutral because money my year or more year after said yet to a baby na ye gan to akra or ye CPP near yenima or bekasa so on a day on NDC ni on buy or your presidential staffer. And think of no more claim neutrality. Ghana ha media space in so nyina and time I expose o mo na otrema no ba beto aba no ya de se omutimi ema omo document bia omo nyina sane time na galamsey sem no ewo soro na no omo kan Professor Gyampo ni Facebook post de bia so make post ni de bia open na ne miracle we dwe papa na was to be their money Professor Gyampo say papa o memorandum a obesan no we obesan de kita na busu o de kire Ghana phone nyina on the live radio said Ghana phone nyina information hwe asema Professor Gyampo didn't say ever share nkrata say NDC aban ba ono no be make sure some memo my concerning galamsey and some other top issues na business to aban we ya papa e den call shepest authorities is on a senior man e wo hon we say yenten nkabio cause ape baby abana ko say business we be etafre enti yenten nkabio enti no ene Denis Aboagye say or send this strong message akwa community papa ewrim fi asema obeka ewrim fi niema obeye kai will say also a man of integrity also a neutral said you can fine you for the fact to say NDC for my position and to na fi bra na be bletre be kasa na be chere say easy na yam ko ni kuti ensema Denis Miracle they are to join we also comments in atrawasi because this man has been in the news by that Professor Gyampo. Yeah, there's a jumo the MPP for the Nyasam get to Akura. As you see there for 5 months straight down. Either overturning can or by defend the NDC. I said be by yes, I mean them few months me by ye could be sana ye or nyam from Sobia or nyam from Sobia. See what I don't know communicator. Obi neutral is what Baba doesn't communicator for the NDC. For a N11 I must say you who send Kofu or Mudomofu and a num. So you know, baby didn't want to see obey the opinion just to please the party. Now you go to some, you know, you also charge your comment session.
No, galamsey peja. What is our casa? Can I see be penny ni pa mate he? Mameka se minchiro. About a week or two to elections, Professor Gyampo o chesi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sa ahimachi. Now o chesi no with or say a undertaking for all candidates to sign. Say when they come to power, they are committing to in fact next week when they start undertaking no copy member, they are committing to doing some specific things should they win power. Me say or to the extent that offer me I catch them me say me my your friend is saying say ya mad Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and sign this undertaking now. They will come out and let the whole nation know say all candidates have signed except Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. To Professor Gyampo, I still have everything here. Emma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia signed me. I was there. Dr. Bawumia signed the undertaking. Me no the mommy. And I met my friend Professor Gyampo and Mr. Kanashigbe. And I made a copy. In fact, he even said, "Me forget the hard copy in craft for now. Me sending a soft copy in keke. Me sending a soft copy in keke." And I sent it to him. That undertaking and the content of that undertaking, Professor Gyampo, the undertaking is still with you. You have a copy. You told me and told Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say all the candidates have signed, including His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Then, so if John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, signed that undertaking there, Professor Gyampo, take that undertaking and call out the president for overseeing a country that is decaying and sinking even lower in galamsey than he came to meet. Speak up, because me say me send this document and Professor Gyampo around 12:01 a.m. At some point, it was almost like a blackmail. One sign here, not just say, "Would I also support galamsey because we are signing?" Or catch and say, "John Mahama signing," all the other candidates are signing. If His Excellency John Dramani Mahama signed that undertaking, that's a Professor Gyampo, you are not taking that undertaking, putting it on your Facebook wall and calling out the president, then you are a big disservice to this country. What dear Yamo, what bomb from what dad or my way? Hey, in this country, run up to 2024 elections, there were a few people that a lot of people were quoting in this country in terms of advocacy. Professor Gyampo was one of them. And I don't forget to say, he was speaking in an official capacity. UTAG UG secretary. Into Okasa, and every day, if you recall, everyday threats. Every day, in the government, yeah, we will go on strike. In the UGD, well, we are going to vote. We'll go on strike. Every day. Now galamsey has escalated. Why is Professor Gyampo not speaking? Why? In a woman, what position we are buying him, in our car buying him. In a galamsey, on my way, in a kuyen, sa undertaking now. Uma Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia signing yana. Yada copy brea wona okache and say Mahama, His Excellency is signing no. Professor Gyampo, fasa undertaking no. Now call out the president. Now on taking decisive action on galamsey. I am not saying say galamsey was not there the time he came. Galamsey was there before Akufo-Addo came. Galamsey was there before Akufo-Addo came. And yet we kicked him out of power because of galamsey. And I will buy power on the back of galamsey. And then galamsey no apeja no mohombe miensa than Roberto no barely 120 days ago. So you have to act. And I am saying this because we don't see a single new thing. Yengu adefo for bakon po awaya. Yet different from what you came to meet. And that's why I am worried. Very, very worried. Now, Okoka, almost na MPP abai na momo ba ede na mo ye de no eno na wogusu awo ye it is a wo fi say ya nya hwede a ana de ye na ya na na we me no kasa wi for phone from Professor Gyampo na ka che say prof yes say undertaking bia
ono kwa ne Ghana ni
David no so no lead undertaking no that's why I'm specific na ne me choose me words am choose it carefully one me methodist ni two me ekuapim ni and na three me ko presby school yen boy din Denis Aboagye ye boy di Aboagye Denis. That means that you training in a certain way. Who should be born the same name first? I likely so called presby school. What is your name? My name is Aboagye Denis. There's a likely we are trained in a certain way. Me can't throw and Tony Paso. I can tell you that for a fact. I don't undermine, I don't blackmail, I don't sabotage, I don't lie on people. I didn't hear you know. As a political party, our fight is against NDC, not individuals. I am singling out Professor Gyampo because he personally dealt with me.
Until payback time.
No, I am simply saying, say, on my yes sign a reminder. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. A reminder, say, Obekaya Prof, all the candidates signing undertaking be committing to certain actions on galamsey should they win power. Woman, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia signing be. I remember that you told me, say, as at the time I hear signing, no, what's the candidates in our signing, except Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and yes signing from bro. Now mo be press conference. Yes signing here. Me and me for the ma Professor Gyampo, me say me kai was say undertaking a be ya. Ja position now wakokoji wo NDC abai ni mu na nti ntumi nkasa no. Na first undertaking no, na call out the president. And one day now, what they call strike, what they share you target, a call strike. All my students see 3 months, weeks, because of galamsey. At some point, people even told you, say, Nanka galamsey in some point, if a students and who open the what say it's for the fight, it's for Mother Ghana. What say it was for Mother Ghana. Who Advocacy said 2 weeks to elections, yen declare state of emergency. Now, on minor and shut it down. Otherwise, labor union will go on an indefinite strike. You are still alive. The undertaking is still in your hands. Unfortunately, Professor Gyampo, galamsey now was saying declare state of emergency in 2024. No, I call home, I pay them in the city, no, and Brenna so. Say, I'll be found that taking no, no, from Mampini, no, what kind of say, Niama or signing, you and Brasso say, Obedu Hundruma.
Mate, Meda say, and at the end, himself, mommy, so what's my amount time?
BFM 104.3, good to meet